Alright, what's up guys, it's Eric here. I am doing another YBY1 VOD review because I can't help myself. I'm pretty sure I just need to watch every single game. Oh, this is probably 3 champions, right? Is Tuong... I'm sorry, I don't know Vietnamese. Um, is that champ? It's probably champions, yeah. Uh, um, alright. Twitch here, yeah, it was 3 champions. We're VOD reviewing YBY1 again, because he's maybe the best player in the world. His gameplay is looking insanely clean, cleaner than a lot of players that I have seen recently. I'm really interested in his item slammed, his positioning is looking really nice. Like, he's just doing it all. And oh my god. Look at him in the bottom right, man. He's feeling himself. And he just hit a Heartsteel Cassante on 1-4. Very nice early pickup here. Give me Heartsteel. Oh, no Heartsteel, Sag. Sells here. Oh, wow. He sells to pre-level. Interesting. Yeah, to look for better Heartsteel odds and just for something to play, perhaps. Augments. I've heard a lot of talk about Twin Terror, actually. Twin Terror, Twitch, Vex. Twitch or Vex. I'm not sure actually which one it is. I think it's Twitch. But you can go Twitch or Vex. But looks like he's not interested in that. I think the stats on March of Progress, when you play for, I think March of Progress Jax actually looks like really good in the stats. Let me go check the augments really quick, because I think after a lot of 3-cost rolls got nerfed, it still says 4.41. So I don't know, maybe March could also be just this Radiant Gloves augment is actually really ooh. Well, okay, the only problem is taking something like this augment here is that you've already gone level 4. So you don't actually like get the benefit of pushing to 4, I believe. Like you miss out on 4 rerolls, which is kind of annoying. This is a really good augment though, in general here. But like losing out on 4 rerolls feels pretty bad. I mean, I would love for it to be a starter kit game. I think this augment kind of sucks because there's just too many potential low rolls. Yeah, maybe just pick up the Rascal's Gloves here, and we can just put it on Cassante, and he's gonna do insane work. I would imagine. Yeah, you just slam that on Cassante there, and like he's actually gonna make usage of a ton of these items, like pretty much everything, right? Like even this setup here, which looks kind of bad. And yeah, I was thinking about playing the MF here. He's just gonna play it. Okay, there is a downside. There's a very real downside to playing the Misfortune here, is that we're gonna be kind of broke though. Like it plays for a slightly stronger board for sure, and maybe the idea is we can just win streak here, but like we're never making 10 gold next round. We can make 10 gold at 2-3, but this is a pretty expensive board. Oh my god, he hits a Yone. Okay, not bad. But still, like I'm talking about, right? It's actually, we're never making gold this round. He is actually going to start pivoting out of these units, like I was talking about, yeah, and get into some other. Oh my god, look at this. Wait, look at this. Oh man, we don't even fight someone strong, so we can't actually see the power of this Cassante. But yeah, look at this Cassante setup. But yeah, like I was talking about, I think something that YBI1 and a ton of players are really are thinking about in the early game now is like how much gold you're actually spending on your board here, because like I was talking about, gold is king in these games like this. Like having enough gold to go fast 8 is so important. And so, you know, you don't want to hold these 3-cost units. He ends up selling them. He's still holding on to this Amumu, which is interesting. Maybe that'll be his next level, but like that would still be a quite strong, very healthy board. I didn't catch it. Oh, this is EDM Jack. So wow, the going long, or not going long actually, that's the other one. But I forget what this augment's called. But yeah, the EDM Jax so early is not bad at all. He has bow open here. Could just, I mean, ideally it'd be red buff, but he'd have to take second bow here. GS seems. Ooh, are we? No, we're not gonna get a red buff. I mean, he made the Gwinsu last time. Looks like he's just gonna go for potentially an LW here, or maybe just hold both components and play for Yone. It could just be a Yone game, right? We already have the Yone. The Rascal's Gloves doesn't seem like the best augment to play Yone from, because like you're probably not gonna Rascal's Gloves the Yone, I would think. But maybe, I don't know. I'm curious to see where this. I would imagine this would just be like a fast 8 type game, but the glove is also very good for those types of games. And yeah, he didn't. I don't know. It's interesting that he slammed Gwinsu that other game, but this game he's not really that interested in slamming Gwinsu, even though he's on more of a win streak here. But you know, it's partially. Ooh, okay. The Senna actually gets the kill there. God, he is so into it. Picks up actually another Yone, which now the Yone reroll idea seems like, I feel like it's getting more reasonable, and these are great components for Yone. I mean, yeah, Yone paired here. The Rascal's Glove can just go on like a Zed or like a Viego or something. Like it actually seems fine. We're actually not going to get the biggest Heartsteel cash out of all time. If we want to play that, we should probably hold on to Katarina here. So it looks like he's not that interested in it. Or maybe he just is confident that he'll find the Katarina later game. Farm some gold here, but really not very much here. But yeah, it looks like he's still not really that interested in playing Yone Reroll from this spot, even with the 2 Yones, just because, yeah, I don't think the augment actually makes too much sense with Yone Reroll. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we have red. I mean, yeah, that has to be red buff. We also get an Akali, which could be a nice unit to play for, and a Blitzcrank, which is another really nice unit. Yeah, we can just play this on our board right now. The Poppy doesn't do anything right now, right? We're really looking at getting something else in. Yeah, I guess just the Akali is fine for now. But yeah, the red buff, really nice pickup here. We can probably continue to win streak and be in a really nice spot, right? With especially with the Heartsteel in, which, I mean, if we continue to win streak, it's really not going to farm us that many stacks, but it'll be some gold. But yeah, he's not going to opt to hold the Poppy. Is just holding these 2 4 costs. He isn't even going to hold a Yone pair here because he wants to hold Lilia for potential vertical Sentinel here. Okay, another interesting spot, right? Because last time we took Vampirism when we weren't 100 HP, but like we're in a very similar spot to the other game where we win streaked into 3-2, and like he has the option of taking Vampirism here. It's probably the best, just like straight up option out of these. I mean, is it ever Pandora's? He's really, wow, he's really hard thinking about this Pandora's here. To guarantee solid items. Ooh, and he hits Tiny Titans and just says immediately, yoink, that's my Tiny Titans. He also hits a Heartsteel Aphelios here. The only downside is he has to get out of this Cassante to do that, and he's going to say, no, I'm not going to sell the Cassante here, which, I mean, that's actually like a really hard call, I think, selling the Cassante versus not, because you get a much better carry, but your front line gets so much weaker, and you have to move this Radiant TG somewhere. I think this is definitely the right call to not pick up this Aphelios, but I think, oh my god, the Ezreal is obviously very good here, and if he can just pick up 5 Heartsteel, wait, he had the Yone the whole time, duh. He doesn't need, yeah, he had 5 Heartsteel right there once he found the Aphelios, and the Ezreal, oh my god. I mean, this game's probably a win from this spot. I think a worse player would probably sometimes not convert this game into a win, but of all the games I've seen from this guy, I think this game might already just be a win. 130 HP, 8 streak with 5 Heartsteel in at 3-3. I think we can just sit back and enjoy the ride at this point. We can just, I mean, this game should be just a ton of fun to watch, and it should be a really cool game that shows you, like how to play around a high cap this game. I won't for a second tell you that this spot is not high roll. Hitting that Ezreal there is disgusting. But I mean, it's going to be a fun game to watch, isn't it? He's level 750 gold here because of this win streak. Oh, this spot is just so gross. He's going to sell out the Akali, which, yeah, like, the Akali's really not doing much on this board. And 4 Sentinel feels really nice to buy more time for the Ezreal. Do you make anything here? I would probably not. Yeah, he's not going to opt to slam anything here. Actually ends up getting his Ezreal Akali, which is kind of scary, but it ends up being fine because Ezreal blinks away, and it's just going to be another win. Maybe he's actually 10 streak with his Heartsteel, which would be so funny. But now, like, he's got 130 HP to work with here. He ends up actually pivoting his board into this, which I think makes perfect sense. Get out of the 4 Sentinel, get Big Shot in for your board. Really smart stuff. He's actually holding on to the TF, which is kind of crazy. But he's saying, okay, like, maybe, I mean, it just goes to show, right? He's always thinking about those potential outs from his spot. And he thinks, like, maybe it could actually be a TF game because red buff is a beautiful TF item. That's so cool that I think he just knows. He just knows all of the outs to all of the items. And, like, it's not hard to figure out what units, like, TF's a great red buff holder. I think a lot of people know that. But just keeping all of that in mind and, like, not ever getting lazy about, like, what items you build or what you play, I think is really difficult. And, like, it's so nice how he does it. I kind of feel like this should be just a fast 9 from this spot with the Tiny Titans at 119 HP. You can probably sack this entire stage, and worst case, you're at, like, I don't know, 60 HP or something like that, which is still a ton to work with, and you're going to get an insane cash out. So yeah, I mean, there's a loss, 123 stacks already, but still 107 HP, and yeah, he's just going to play for max cap this game. But yeah, I imagine you just go 8, add something, but you probably don't even roll very much on 8. Little Buddy's really nice oftentimes on this board. The only downside, Actually, there's no downside here. I was just going to say that you need a replacement Cassante, but he's already got it sitting on bench. But yeah, you can really easily just play around like Cassante and Sentinels. Like if he has like if he ends up getting the Lilias back, he can play around Lilias. But you know, like Cassante plus Senna are good enough if you're playing around a lot of late game units. And yeah, he even says, okay, the Bard and the Gragas, I can fit those very well as well. The Senna, yeah, just all very good little buddies units. He's not gonna play. The other nice thing you could play little buddies with is the superfan units, but it's gonna be hard for him to get back into superfan here. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, his board's pretty weak for this stage. If he was low HP, then this would be like kind of worrying, but he's not low HP. He's very healthy, so he can just go 9 in this position. I would actually want to hold on to the Lilia pair here, but I think he's evaluated that he's not going to end up actually playing around Lilia little buddies because he's not going to be playing around Ari all this game. He has red buff as his slam here, which is not a great Ari item. His outs are like Ezreal, they're Twisted Fate like he was holding, but then he ended up selling that. I mean, now he has Ezreal pair, so it's pretty easy to end up hitting Ezreal 2 in this position, and then maybe like a frontline headliner. Here's the question. After this fight, are you interested in selling this headliner? Because you're 216 stacks, you can probably greed one more Heartsteel cash out on the 5 Heartsteel. Also, oh man, there was the Kayn there. He could look to potentially play for the 7 Heartsteel, but no Kayn, no gain. Sadly, can't play for 7, and is just going to take a Chain Vest here, I would think. Yeah, Chain Vest here or Crown Guard probably. Gets a few solid 2 stars. Gets a Radiant Ionic Spark, which is pretty bad. I feel like you got to reforge this. It's Radiant Gwynsu, which is like actually probably fine, because you're it's pretty mediocre right now on Ezreal, but you're guaranteed to be able to play Fast 9 this game, and Radiant Gwynsu Sona is going to go crazy. So I feel like this is really, really nice here. He's going to take some bad losses around now, probably. Yeah, like this. He can kill only 1 unit, but he's still 81 HP, 66 Heartsteel stacks, and then the 2 fights during stage 5 that he's gonna, like, if he manages to lose those in any way graceful way whatsoever, his spot's gonna be like actually just insane. So yeah, and then I guess he kind of has to 5-3 it. He kind of has to level at 5-2, take 1 more loss, and then 5-3 it, but that should be perfectly fine. He's 81 HP. Because of how much HP he saved, and because of the Tiny Titans, his spot is so gross. Like, it's, I mean, I feel like after watching this guy, I feel like the result of this game is inevitable. Like, I think, you know, if I was in this spot, I might be a little nervous because, like, oh, maybe I'm going to mess up the pivot or something. But after watching this guy play, it actually just feels like it's inevitable that he's going to win the game when put in a position like this where, you know, like, you should definitely be able to win the game from a position like this. The spot is so gross. But yeah, we'll see what the rest of his items end up being. He would be down, I'm sure, to make, like, a blue buff here. And, like, I guess, I mean, that's Crown Guard, potential Crown Guard blue buff here. Ooh, no blue buff. Well, this is actually a little bit awkward item-wise here. You could reforge the Rod and look for something better. Because you really want a 3rd Ezreal item here, but you don't really want Hodge. You want something that makes him do damage. Blue buff would be nice. IE would honestly be nice. So yeah, I think I would reforge this Rod here. I guess you could look at reforging something else, but I don't really want to. He's going to reforge the Chain here. Oh, he hits Sword. I want to reforge the Rod because I don't think there's that much we can build out of it, but he liked the Rod, which is kind of interesting. Reforge his Chain, so now this could be IE. I guess the AP items aren't bad, though. You could go something like IE Archangel. He's going to go Shojin JG. Wow, Shojin on the Ez. I feel like, well, I guess the idea, though, is that we're going to go Radiant Gwynsu Shojin Sona, and she's just going to be casting a ton, is maybe the idea. And, like, he doesn't really care to play for Ezreal here, because, like, these items aren't, like, I don't think Shojin is very great on Ezreal in this spot because he's just going to cast a lot and do no damage. But it will be really nice for like a potential Sona later. All right, cashing out next round. Yeah, he just gets to level here and almost make 50 gold straight up. Gets the Yorick and the Bard in here, and then he's going to pivot next round. Gonna, you know, find a Chosen on level 9. If he high rolls, maybe he can find a 2-star 5+ Chosen, but, you know, he could also just find like a Blitzcrank. Just really any tank in a spot like this. Would do just, you know, a ton of work. But yeah, 55 HP. Worst case, he's going to be like 30-something HP here. And yeah, down to 39. A little bit low, but 329. What is this cash out going to be? He already starts rolling. He picks up his cash out. Another Radiant Ionic Spark. What the heck? And he is just rolling here, trying to find his outs. He actually hasn't hit anything crazy. He does find the Sona, finds the EDM Zed, but I don't think the EDM Zed is a reasonable out in this spot like this. Finds Heartsteel Ezreal again. Doesn't have... Whoa. This is getting a little scary. He moves the items over to Sona there. But he's actually a little bit slow on this pivot here. He's actually... Wow, we found a spot where YBY1 would actually be dizzy. He's going to take a small loss here. Not a bad loss by any means, but he is going to... Oh, wait, no, I think this Blitzcrank might win the fight. The Blitzcrank wins! He was dizzy. He didn't have a Chosen on his board, but getting the Sona with those items, he still ends up winning the fight. Oh my god. And he managed to get the items onto the Ziggs in time. He's going to go Archangels here for some kind of last AP item, though I don't know how these items are going to end up moving around. And he's going to, I assume, continue to roll here for something better. There's Kayn, which we know he's a big fan of. He's got a ton of the 5-cost pairs. He just needs to hit something here. Ends up hitting Emo Poppy here, which is a decent unit. He's okay. Yeah, he's gonna move some of these items over and like potentially looking for Archangels maybe on Sona. No, he's gonna move these items over to the to the Viego. Oh, he's definitely dizzy. 39 HP. Oh my god. But this Sona, look at how much work this Sona is putting in. She just does all of this damage, especially with the Ziggs as well. He's not happy with like Emo Poppy here. He keeps rolling for a better Chosen. Finds Rapid Fire Lucian, which is a solid pickup here. I know a lot of people are very low on this unit, but when you're playing a capped board with a strong frontline, this Lucian can do a ton of work. The Radiant TG is a little bit sad on him because, as many people have pointed out, he's bugged with extra attack speed. It doesn't actually provide him any benefit other than, you know, just the attack speed, but it doesn't actually scale in the way that it's supposed to with his abilities. But he should still do a lot of work in these late game fights. And just this Radiant Shojin, Radiant Guinsoo Sona is just so gross, doing so much work. And he's got the Kayn as well. He's going to fit Heartsteel back in. I don't know. It seems like a bit much, right, to fit it back in, but he's actually going to fit Heartsteel back in here over the Alawi, because, you know, why not? Going to get another item here. Who do we even have open items for? Oh, yeah, we have Sona and Kayn with open items. He manages to find Ziggs too here, which is a big pickup for him. Yeah, going to get the Alawi back in. He's like, okay, come on, like, I can't play for this. And he can get the Echo in here, which is with the Sona and with the Gragas ends up being Spellweaver. But he's opting to play 3 Heartsteel here, go for one more cash out, because why not? Our board is so strong. We're 39 HP, which is actually like a ton of lives here. Even if we take a small loss here, it's not the end of the world. And it allows us to play for a more powerful cash out. We do get our cash out here. It was just 1 glove, so kind of, you know, a little mediocre, but it's fine. Not the end of the world, and we got that cash out. I assume the Ezreal's are going to come in at this point, but he's actually still not playing the Ezreal. I think he might think K'Sante is stronger, even with the fact that it gets Spellweaver in, which would be kind of crazy to me, but I mean, it's not like our other Spellweavers are casting that much, so it's like pretty low value. But yeah, the only scary part about our board is actually that our frontline is having trouble holding up to all of these units, right? Like it's actually getting kind of blown up a few times. And wow, we reforge the Kayn items here, saying like, I don't need these, I need better frontline items potentially. And he actually finds one. He finds a Redemption here, which is actually a really solid frontline item. But yeah, this is just gonna be the board. Oh, the other reason he doesn't take out K'Sante is because it's Little Buddy's value, duh. And so he thinks the Little Buddy's value is actually better than the Spellweaver value, which I think is actually a very good call out. There's so much that happened this game, I forgot about the Little Buddies. But yeah, I mean, at this point, we're just going fast 10. This person's level 90 gold. I don't know what the other board looks like, but because they're 19 HP, I'm pretty sure they're pretty low as well. We could actually take Spellweaver Spat here and get Spellweaver in, which would be pretty cool. There's also Jazz Spat, though, which I feel like has got to be the pickup here. Should help us cap out way higher. He even manages to find the Kiana here. The Kiana is what you would really want to get the Echo in for. I mean, you have 2 Little Buddies in with the Bard and the Gragas here. So like, if you get the Kiana in, not the end of the world. And like, maybe there's something else. Like, normally it would be like Senna, but we already have Rapid Fire because we're Rapid Fire Chosen on Lucian here. So interested to see how he opts to cap this board out, though there might not even be time to see like what his last couple of board transformations are going to be at level 10, because these people that he's in the lobby with might just end up dying before he gets to finish his transition. But 39 HP win streaking with 52 gold, a beautiful transition again from YBY1. Definitely, you know, a relatively, I mean, I would say relatively, yeah, an easy game to play by a lot of metrics. I think definitely a game that could be messed up by some players. And I mean, he's fighting a pretty capped. Wait, this part that he's fighting actually looks quite strong. True damage emblems. This Sona, I don't think he's gonna be able to finish everything off. Wow, he takes a loss there. Wait. I'm sitting at the finish line here saying this game is over, and it very well might not be over here. Because that board that he fought was really strong, and it actually, like, the one issue that YBY1's board has is that it's very low frontline. Is that, like, for this late into the game, our frontline kind of blows. He's going to be able to go 10 here and look for some better frontline units. finds a second Lucian 2 to play, which I don't think is anything crazy. Finds a Kiana 2 as well. He could have sold Lucian and played Headliner Kiana, but he opted not to. Goes for the item here, also makes Yorick 2, gets this second Alawi out, and he's going to move these items over to Kiana. The player that he was fighting, which I think was the weakest player in the lobby, ended up FFing actually, because he said, there's no way I'm ever going to live here. And he's going to continue to roll down at 10, try to find something. I think this should be enough with the Yorick and the Kiana here to end up closing out the game, because now his frontline is actually quite solid. The Kiana is going to buy a lot of time by CCing some frontline units, by giving his other units items, like giving items to Yorick. And yeah, this fight is just not possibly winnable for his opponent. So it's going to be another win for YBY1. I mean, what a treat of a game. I hope you guys enjoyed this VOD as well. This guy, I don't know, I want to do even more. I don't want to just only VOD review this player, but like every game I've watched from him has been an absolute treat to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch, all my other links, as well as my VOD to my other second YouTube channel, my VOD channel down below. Thanks for watching.